EV startup Canoo shared its latest milestones with investors during its fourth quarter call on April 1st, 2024. Although volume is low, manufacturing is underway at Canoo's Oklahoma City plant. Canoo built 22 EVs in 2023, with 17 of those built in the fourth quarter. 12 were delivered to customers including NASA, King Bee, and the state of Oklahoma, with 10 used for sales and demonstration purposes. Among the early 2024 high-profile scheduled deliveries are 6 right-hand drive versions of the LDV 190 for the U.S. Postal Service.
Look out for the first vehicles delivering your mail starting this May.
In addition to the U.S. Postal Service, the Army is also evaluating Canoo's EVs for potential orders. Because Canoo is using drive-by-wire technology, it's relatively easy to create right-hand drive vehicles, which CEO Tony Aquila says is sparking interest in Europe.
We will showcase our right-hand drive vehicles at several UK commercial vehicle fleet events in the coming weeks.
Aquila says the company remains on track to reach a 20,000 run rate capacity this year, although the company likely won't come anywhere close to building that many EVs in 2024. Instead, Canoo expects to build somewhere in the neighborhood of 3,000 EVs in 2024 in what Canoo is calling a stair-step approach. The idea is, rather than burning through a bunch of capital in the beginning by building vehicles at a per-unit loss, to instead build a small number at a profit and then gradually increase the assembly line speed to avoid quality defects. Canoo says it's using the same basic playbook that Henry Ford and Tesla's Elon Musk have used.
While it was chaotic and difficult, their phase was purely positive violence. As you can see, as they moved from 3,000 units and stepped up to a 20,000 unit run rate, they had their economics right.
The CEO stressed he is very mindful of capital and wants to avoid the predicaments some other manufacturers have gotten themselves into.
If you look at that slide that we gave an example of the other companies, it is very tough to make it up on volume when you get the foundation wrong. And that's why we minimize the number of parts, increase the amount of technology and our own IP. This is the right way to do it, to get to the right economics and to be able to deliver a high-quality product.
Canoo has also been awarded a foreign trade zone designation, which gives it a leg up on getting per-unit costs down. Canoo is forecasting revenue of between $50 and $100 million in 2024, while it expects a cash burn rate of between $45 million and $75 million per quarter. Despite that financial imbalance, the CEO expressed confidence he will be able to continue raising capital as needed.
And we have to stay disciplined on raising capital. It's not, as I've always said, about how much capital you have. It's how effectively you can deploy it. And you can only deploy it in certain increments. And in this particular case, we've been very effective at being able to take the market opportunities and reduce the spend that we would otherwise have done. We spent hundreds of millions less than others.
Canoo also announced a $45 million infusion from an unnamed foreign investor. Some investors listening to the call weren't impressed. In after-hours NASDAQ trading, Canoo stock saw a big dip, although it was rebounding at the opening bell the next morning. After the call, Canoo also announced Jazeera Paints will be buying 20 of its EVs in 2024 with an option to buy 180 more. Expanded coverage with additional financial details from the fourth quarter report can be found in the post on the web at evrider.tv. If you found this episode of EV Rider useful, please give this episode a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can continue to bring you EV news and adventures in EV motoring. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.